Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're taking a first look impressions video for AION Legions of War. This is a mobile spin-off game of the mmorpg called AION, which is actually one of my favorite MMOs. I played it when it launched and I made a first impressions video of it kind of a while ago. And so when I found out they were making a mobile game of it, I was intrigued because it's a hero collector RPG, it's a gacha game, but I don't really remember any of the characters in the AION game. And so, there aren't a whole lot of characters that, I'm excited to collect. However, there are some cool looking characters in this game, and so that's kind of a plus. Now, I posted saying, hey, the game officially launched. You can go ahead and download it, go ahead and play it. And a lot of people were like, this is not really the game for me. Now, I've been enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's a great game. It's a good game, but I would say, the reason why you would play a game like this is mainly for the graphic fidelity. So let's just go ahead and actually jump into a battle real quick, just so I can show you what I mean. Now, you go through stages, beating bosses, collecting stars, getting rewards, leveling up your characters, and using a summoning system in order to go back through it and collect new heroes and things like that. Now, the biggest problem that I have with this game is the user interface. I was gonna post this video yesterday, but I had to stop playing after a while because the user interface was bugging me so much. I literally went in to the settings and tried to turn off everything that I possibly could, specifically the chat. You can see it's in the bottom left. I had to manually move it down there, hide a whole bunch of stuff because it just pops up all over the place, and it's not my favorite thing. It's really, really annoying. Now let me just go ahead. We're going to jump into here real quick. I'm going to swap out some characters. I'm going to swap her out for her just so we can get a stronger balance. Now, I just barely got her, and so I don't know exactly what her abilities are. However, I've been kind of mainly auto combat, going through it, but the combat in the game is interesting because it's somewhat time-based. For example, there are a lot of abilities that your characters will have that can disrupt enemy abilities, specifically bosses. And so when you're jumping into a boss level, you're going to want to pay attention to when the boss has a red area of effect just below them, signifying they're getting ready to do an attack, and then you want to hit your disrupt abilities, your attack abilities, to make them stop. And so it is interesting because you have to time your abilities just right, pay attention to what the boss is doing. However, I had to change the camera around and hide some stuff because things get really, really hectic really, really fast in this game, and things are kind of just popping up all over the place, and the user interface, it looks good, but there's a lot of elements that are really tiny and have a lot of information behind it. If I just barely beat that one, so let me just go ahead and jump into this boss battle right here. Look at the boss, the Shadow Hunt Edge. And I will say, the graphics of this game look really, really good. Honestly, if you're gonna play this game, it's gonna be for the graphics. Now, talking about the user interface, if you go ahead and actually hold down on some of the skills, things will pause for you so you can go ahead and take a look at it. But you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. The user interface, the stats for your characters, there's a lot of stuff to look at. And it can look really, really confusing first off, especially, I'll show you the character stats in just a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. It almost mirrors how AION is. There's lots of stats for your character in AION. It's they took that and put it into this game specifically just to have all those stats. But I'm gonna let this kind of just go through and do some auto combat. Now, the auto combat, there's different modes for auto combat. There's one where you can go full on out, where your characters will just constantly do attacks over and over again. There's a defensive one where they'll take care of themselves and make sure more defensive abilities are activated and that they're not dying. Oh gosh, move my camera around because you can't even see anything. And then the one I have right now is a more rounded based one where it'll actually do timing and attacks a lot better. And making sure it's disrupting enemies' attacks. So you can see my character just went in, shot some rockets down, and stopped the boss's specific attack. And so when you get to some of the higher difficulty dungeons and levels that you use to upgrade your characters, you are going to want to turn auto combat off just so you can pay attention to some of the skills and abilities that are happening. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen all at once that it gets really confusing. The interface, I understand they were going for kind of a slicker design, but there's a lot of stuff, and it hurts my eyes looking at it. You have things popping up constantly telling hey, you need to complete this next quest. You've got glowing things telling you to click on here, go there, all that stuff. And another thing that has just absolutely bugged me, it's a minor gripe, but I'm gonna head back to the main loading screen area, just so I can show you what I mean. Now, it might not happen, but in the very bottom where you see Hero Portal, there's like that flying ship next to it. I can't even tell you how many times I've gone to hit on the Hero Portal, and I freaking hit that space rocket thing, and it takes me back into the combat area. And I'm like, no, I wanna go do some summons. Now, some of the art design and characters, like I've said, look really, really amazing. Let me actually just go ahead and show you what I mean. There are some parts of the user interface that look good. This one, like, I like the art, but it's still really kind of clumped up all together on the side. And you know what, honestly, that's my personal preference. If it doesn't bug you, then you're totally fine. But let's go ahead and take a look at the heroes. You can see, like, there's a lot of stuff happening on the screen right now. They try to make it slick, but in my opinion, it just feels like it's kind of cluttered. Like, I wish they would have, like, minimized the hero stuff, like, down at the bottom or something, had your character, like, right in the center, and then clicking on and bringing up their stats and stuff. But if I go ahead and click on here, these are all the stats for this one specific character. There is a lot going on. Now, obviously, you don't have to really pay attention to everything that the character is doing, but there's a lot of stats that when I first looked at this, I was like, whoa, okay, my brain, okay, this is really hurting me. Critical, 134, 15%. I don't know what any of that means. Like, does that mean I do critical damage at that? It's confusing. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then you've got tons and tons of different skills too here down at the bottom. Now, upgrading skills is almost the same way as upgrading the character. The way that you level up characters is you get specific monsters or sacrifice other heroes to that character in order to upgrade them. And then there are specific heroes that if you use them on another hero, like you use those specific monsters or heroes, you'll actually upgrade the skill level. So you can see I've already done it for this one. Now it's at level 2. But yeah, there's a lot of different skills, passives, leadership skills. And then another thing too is if you awaken your character, turning their stars from gold to purple, you unlock kind of like an ultimate ability, which is the one that this girl has right here called the Dragon Rage ability, which does activate a pretty cool cinematic effect, which, you know what, let's just go ahead and let me show you what that looks like, because I do want to show you a little bit more of the combat. Let's go ahead and jump into here. Now, I'm going to jump into the dungeons real quick, but I do want to tell you one other thing that's really confused me is in the adventure zone specifically. Now, when you're going through an adventure area, you want to get 100% on each of the levels, right? This one I'm really confused on because I swear I collected like 12 stars on the last area I was in, area 1 or whatever. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to go back to there. I don't know if like maybe it's the last stage area or something. I don't know. I was confused and I spent a while trying to figure out what happened to my last area I was in and I couldn't find it. Another thing too is most other gacha hero collector RPGs, when you go through stages, there's usually like easy, medium, and hard. This one has 5 different challenge difficulties, which I like. It adds a lot of content, but adds like a lot of grind as well. So you got easy, normal, hard, expert, and master. And so it's kind of cool as you go through that and defeat the last areas and make your way up through these zone rewards and through these difficulties. But man, I didn't realize they were going to have that many. So it does take a while to complete it. I'm only 4% through this one, which, I don't know, it kind of blows my mind they have that many different difficulties. So let me just go ahead and head over to the dungeon area. Now with the dungeon area, this is basically the place that you're going to go through and collect equipment, items to upgrade your characters and things like that. So like if you've ever played any other gacha games, you kind of basically know what these are. These are the event areas you go to get the items you need in order to progress your characters. I'm just going to jump into an easy battle real quick. The Mad Punisher. Actually, let's just go through the Mad Punisher right there, the blue one. And then I do want to swap in this girl, swap her out for that one. And it is kind of cool the way they set up your team is you have a leader at the front, basically like your tank, and it'll kind of move the user interface around dependent on like people's skills and abilities. So this is my assassin because he's the stronger defense and offensive character, more melee, he goes to the front. But then if I swap out this guy, he kind of does backhand DPS. But if I swap in my tank character, he'll go to the front. You can also take a sidekick, which are kind of like friends characters, but to be honest, I don't have any friends, so they just give you kind of some basic ones you can take in with you. And when I was talking about before, this is the tactics screen where you can go through and swap out how you want your characters to specifically do certain situations. So if I'm going through and like grinding out, maybe I'll want to do an all-out attack so I can get through this as fast as possible. Let's go ahead and jump into this so I can show you a little bit more of the combat. And I do like the graphics, and some of the characters do look really cool. They're not the most rememberable characters because, like I said at the beginning, I don't really remember any of the heroes from the AION games, and if there are any in this, I would not be able to recognize it. So Another cool kind of concept, and I didn't talk about this in the last video, is combo abilities will pop up. You'll see them pop up when certain other abilities are activated. They're slightly stronger or secondary abilities that you can click on for your character to use, and you'll see them pop up above the main abilities that certain characters will activate. But I'm hoping that my mage character will actually activate her ultimate ability, just so you can see what it looks like, because it is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off auto, just so I'm not killing everything like super fast, because I am a little bit higher level than this. Go ahead and turn auto off, because I want to activate her ability and be able to show you kind of what it looks like. So I can go through here. Oh, I did not get a see, I didn't get a cancel ability off, so I wasn't able to stop him in time, because I've got this on manual now. So hopefully I'll be able to use the dragon ability quickly. I'm probably going to end up killing him before he does. Let's go ahead and cancel his attack, stunning him slightly. And see, he got another attack off that I didn't get a chance to actually take down. I really hope I can show you what I'm talking about with this ultimate ability, but I don't think I'm going to get it off because I'll probably end up killing him before I'm able to activate it, but we'll see what happens. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes... Oh, there it is. And ultimate ability, the Dragon Rage. And boom, 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 there you go. That's what it looks like. So you can see, like, combat can be pretty interesting if you want to manually do it and really take over, but sometimes it kind of hurts my brain seeing, like, everything all over the screen is kind of going crazy. Completing these levels, too, you can get some items for, like, equipment and things like that. You can equip items to your character, level up the equipment and everything, just like in other gacha games. Now, there is one thing I do want to say about this game specifically, is I consider this one of the premium hero collectors. Now I don't mean I mean it's better than other hero collectors. Maybe freemium, that's the word I'm thinking of. A freemium, meaning every time you jump in, you're gonna get ads a lot. I played a game recently and I was gonna do a video for it, but I could not stand how many ads were popping up. This game is similar to that. There's gonna be a lot of ads. In fact, if you wanna get the robot hero that I have, you actually have to merge your account with your Facebook account, which is kind of annoying. But to end the video off, let's just go ahead and do a couple of summons. But this game is not... It's not friendly when it comes to gems. I've been playing for a couple days. I mean, on and off, not going super crazy, but I don't even have enough gems to do a 10-time summon, which kind of sucks. But I will do at least a couple of basic summons for you, and I've got some free Confinite to be able to do some basic ones. This is just the 1 to 3 star. Let's go ahead and skip it. And I got the Asdeva Assassin. So see, like, the characters do look pretty good. Like, I'm not saying, like, they look good. It's just none of them are that rememberable. So let's see what we got. Let's go back to the loading screen. So I've got 6 of these Confidant. I'm not going to do all of them because it does take a little time in order to do some of these summons. Spin again. Go ahead and skip this one. And I've noticed that there have been slight hiccups here and there with the game. I don't know if it's specifically my device that I'm running on, but I haven't really had a problem with other games with similar graphic fidelity. Just to let you guys know, like, I've had little hiccups here and there, so let's go ahead and summon these ones. And then I will use some of my crystals to see if we can't get anything super good. We got one more spin here. Probably not even gonna get like a 3-star character. Nope, no 3 stars. Okay, let's go ahead and head back, and we're just gonna use some of our gems to summon. I was gonna try to get farther into the game where we could do a 10-time summon with a guaranteed hero, but to be honest, I'm probably not gonna play this game that much longer anyway, so let's just go ahead and do some of these summons. Show you what the summoning animation looks like. We got a green, blue, we want gold. Nope, we got blue. I believe that's a 3-star. Yep, 3-star assassin. Her name is, 3-star assassin with Mila. We just upgrade our Legion. There she is. Looking great. Like I said, if you're going to play this game, you're playing it for the graphics. Let's go ahead and do this again. I'm hoping we get a 4-star. I've gotten a free 4-star, but I haven't gotten any, I haven't gotten any 5-stars. Nope, there's another 3-star. Look at this. Look at this guy. Like, he is, holy crap, Umbaka. Reminds me of Umbaku from Infinity War and Black Panther. Let's go ahead and skip this. We got Livius. He's kind of cool looking, like a mage character. Go ahead and spin again. Let's let the animation play through for this one. Maybe we'll get something super cool. Green, blue, purple. Nope, just blue. I think the next one's purple, but I'm not 100% sure. So we got another mage character, Asila. Go ahead and spin again. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Just go ahead and spend gold. I guess we don't have enough hero slots. We had to spend some gold in order to unlock them. So Here we go. And I mean, you are going to probably go through and sacrifice heroes anyway, so... Like, I'll probably sacrifice some, like, of those 1-star and 2-star characters. What the heck? Nasir riding, I don't even know. Is that a bow? I guess he's riding on his bow, which is weird. And then this is the last summon that I have. Cross your fingers that we get at least a 4-star. I'm pretty sure you're guaranteed at least a 4-star if you do the 10 times summon. We got a shield defense character, this little dude. Look at him. He's kind of cool looking. Tanku. There we go. Oh, we might have, no, we don't have enough. So there you go, guys. That is AION Legions of War. Let me know if you guys are playing the game. If you're interested, I'll leave a link down below for those of you that want to jump in and play it. For me personally, I don't know if I'm going to continue to play this game. It's fine. It looks really good. The combat can be interesting, but there's just mainly the user interface and the fact that it's more of a freemium game that doesn't really offer a whole lot. It kind of turns me off from the game. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. See you, my friends.